The boy ate a devil fruit in hopes of embarking on a grand adventure, expecting that consuming it would unlock some powerful skill within him. But when his skill was revealed, his mind went blank. His ability was merely to make fruits grow faster. People began dismissing him as just a simple fruit farmer. Meanwhile, his childhood friend Reina awakened a rare fitness-type ability, one that appears only once every 10 years. But a person can only eat one devil fruit in their lifetime. A second one means instant death. He wished Reina would stay with him, but on the Saintess's orders, Reina was sent to the capital to become an adventurer. Two people who grew up together were torn apart. What the boy didn't know was that his farming ability was actually a hidden divine artifact. The devil fruit's poison didn't affect him. This meant he could eat a second, third, even fourth fruit and unlock new powers with each one. Unaware of this truth, he returned to his farm life, growing fruits, selling them, eating them, and training his fitness in his spare time. One day, at the village chief's suggestion, he adopted a girl named Ella. Together, they managed the household chores, and life seemed to settle into a peaceful rhythm. But everything changed one night when Ella cooked dinner, and in that meal was the very same devil fruit the boy had just brought home. As soon as he ate it, his body flared with heat, and he passed out. Everyone thought he'd die, but a new skill awakened within him, Sword God. Ella was shocked too, but when she checked with her own skill, she realized his original fruit farmer ability made him immune to the poison. Using the Sword God skill, his sword attacks became insanely powerful, and his magic resistance spiked too. Thrilled, he dashed outside to test his new ability. The next day, he took Ella to the Adventurer Guild to register her. In her heart, Ella vowed to always support him with her appraisal skill, but inside the guild, he clashed with a yellow-haired thug. The thug, full of attitude, demanded an apology, and when the boy ignored him, the thug swung his sword. Without a weapon, the boy blocked the attack effortlessly. The thug felt awkward and stormed off, muttering, "I was going easy on you anyway." The boy accepted an assignment to kill slime monsters. Heading into the jungle, he felt hesitant at first, but as soon as he drew his tree sword, his body felt light as air. He took down the slime with ease. Bringing a piece of it back to the guild earned him some cash. Ella hesitated at first, but when she learned the slime money could buy 10 pizzas, she dissected it without a second thought. Then they heard the sounds of a fight. Investigating, they saw the same thug and his team battling a high-level stone demon. One punch from the demon wiped out the team. The boy wanted to help, but the thug slyly redirected the demon toward him. Now ready, the boy activated his Sword God skill and began his first real boss fight. Ella warned him that the skill didn't boost defense. One hit could kill him, but the boy was brimming with confidence. "I'll become the greatest adventurer in the world." He dodged the demon's attack, leaped into the air, and unleashed his power. The thug stood there, stunned. Back at the guild, no one even asked him about it. The thug's smaller teammates even thanked the boy themselves. At that moment, chaos erupted in the guild. The S-rank team had returned. The boy spotted Reina among them, but now she was a cold-hearted celebrity. He wanted to talk to her, but her behavior had completely changed. Confused, he wondered, "Have I been forgotten like everyone else?" But the reality was that Reina's S-rank teammates were rotten people, despite their rank. They only cared about killing monsters, ignoring the villagers' collateral damage. Reina's values clashed with theirs, so she complained to the Saintess. The Saintess replied, "History only remembers those who defeat monsters. Collateral damage doesn't matter." Reina slowly grew demotivated, so when she acted ruthlessly toward the boy, it was all a facade. That night, disguised, she met him and told him she was happy to hear about his new powers and adventurer journey. The boy said, "If you're not happy in the S-rank team, why not join me?" Reina hesitated, knowing that leaving would cause trouble for him. The next day, she demanded resignation from her team leader, the same yellow-haired thug. He refused, threatened her with his sword, and slapped her in front of everyone, saying, "This is the true price of glory. If you can endure pain, only then can you save people." Her mind was manipulated. The crowd cheered again, and she left with the team. But as she stepped out, the boy confronted the thug and challenged him. "If I win, you let Reina go?" The thug ignored him at first, but got provoked by the challenge. Ella warned the boy, "That thug's skill is Godspeed. He can attack in a second." And just as she said it, the thug appeared before them. Each attack carried brutal strength. The boy could barely defend himself. His sword shattered. The thug grew cockier. "Reina, if you become my slave, I'll let this loser live." But the boy confidently declared, "Don't worry, Reina, I'll win." Seeing that old spark in his eyes, Reina's heart lightened. Then the boy grabbed a brush from someone nearby. Everyone laughed, but as he focused, the brush transformed into a sword. He'd been defending earlier to study the thug's movements. Now he was certain of victory. The crowd was floored. The boy defeated an S-rank thug. Turning to Reina, he said, "Come on, join my team now." Reina finally agreed. They stayed temporarily at Reina's mansion. For a week, all was calm, but trouble returned after just 7 days. Ella and Reina received an urgent summons from the guild. They headed out while the boy rested at home. But when they arrived, the receptionist said they'd have to wait 2.5 hours. Ella wasn't even allowed inside since she wasn't a registered adventurer yet. Hurt by the insult, Ella considered abandoning registration, but Reina grabbed her hand and said, "Your skill is priceless. Appraisal skills are needed everywhere." Reina took her shopping, and in a shady jewelry shop, Ella accidentally identified a diamond everyone thought was just an ordinary stone. Reina, stunned, bought it immediately. Seeing this, Ella's confidence surged back. Then, they visited a clothing shop where Reina mistakenly tried on clothes herself. When she told the staff they were for Ella, they brought out an adorable outfit. But Ella insisted, "I want clothes that make me look like an adventurer." Tired of the world's judgment, Ella felt proud as Reina valued her. Meanwhile, the boy felt a twinge of jealousy thinking about Reina and Ella's praise, but he quickly decided to head to the guild too. There, a meeting of the guild's 4 top heads was underway: Investigation Head, Flower Hat, Law Head, Tiger Mustache, Finance Head, Gravekeeper, and the supreme leader of Guild Order, the Saintess. Reina wanted the truth about Tina revealed. Ella used her appraisal, but nothing showed up on the Saintess. Suspicious, Reina boldly asked, "Who is Black Swan Tina? Does she have a connection to the guild?" The Saintess dodged the question, but Flower Hat agreed to trace her with his power if all 4 leaders approved. After discussion, they did. Flower Hat revealed, 12 years ago near Athena's lake, a girl named Tina gained a necromancer skill, and the examiner back then was none other than the Saintess herself. Reina, shocked, asked, "You don't remember that girl?" Feigning ignorance, the Saintess said, "I don't recall." Then she declared, "As of today, your team's guild record will be deleted." Her reason? The yellow-haired thug had complained that Reina was illegally recruited. Just then, the boy burst into the conference room. Hearing their record was being erased, he casually said, "Doesn't matter to me. I'm here for the adventure." The Saintess fired an appraisal beam at him, but all she saw was an endless galaxy within him. Stunned, she paused dramatically before saying, "If you complete the next S-rank mission, your record will be safe." Everyone sensed a trap, but the boy replied, "I'll do it. I want both fame and money." Reina and Ella agreed that the Saintess couldn't be trusted, so they'd stay on guard. Before leaving, Finance Head Gravekeeper stopped them and fined them. "You brought a weapon into the guild. Fine, 1,000 gold." The boy argued, "It's just a broken sword, not a weapon." But Gravekeeper recognized it as a guild-loaned sword. Now the fine was 5,000 gold. The boy was floored. The receptionist suggested he get a personal weapon made. Heading to the merchant district, he sought a legendary blacksmith. Along the way, he met a girl named Monica, fleeing from thugs. Like a hero, he rescued her. Monica said, "They were harassing me, but thank you." She invited him for tea, and shockingly, revealed she was a skilled blacksmith herself. In her workshop, she showed off her proud invention, a frying pan that could also make balls. Price? Just 1,000 gold. But the boy said, "I need a simple weapon with real strength." Monica felt hurt, but her interest piqued when she measured his farming hands and said, "I can make a special cutting tool just for you." Ella's appraisal confirmed. Monica's skill was super forging. She could modify any metal. Monica's father had a separate workshop. When she asked him to make a weapon for the boy, he misunderstood, and they argued. Disappointed, the boy left. A trainee later explained that a tragedy caused by one of Monica's past weapons made her avoid crafting them. Suddenly, a long-haired arms dealer arrived, pressuring Monica's father into an over-limit contract. When he refused, the dealer had Monica kidnapped. The boy found a note, Monica's goggles, and an underground arena's address. Without wasting time, he rushed there, taking down all the guards in one blow. He released hypnosis powder, knocking everyone out. Monica was safe, and her father broke down in tears. Monica's father cut ties with the business. That night, she showed the boy her first ever weapon and confessed, "I've killed before, but they were all undead." The next morning, Monica's plants were dying. The boy activated his fruit master skill, reviving them. Monica, stunned, said, "Wasn't your skill sleep demon?" Then a loud boom rang out. The arms dealer was back for revenge. He took Monica's father hostage and challenged the boy to a duel. The boy summoned sleep demon again, but the dealer nullified the powder with lightning. He blackmailed Monica. "If you both come with me, I'll let everything go." The boy refused. With a diversion, he pushed the lightning man back and attacked with a weapon from the ground, but it was blocked by a shield. Then the dealer threw a giant iron ball. The boy stopped it, but struggled with its unpredictable path. Suddenly inspired, Monica activated her forging skill and crafted a pancake pan on the spot. Everyone was puzzled, but when the next attack came, the pan perfectly absorbed the ball. Turns out, Monica had infused it with magnetic properties. Still, the dealer wouldn't give up easily, saying, "Iron conducts electricity too." He reactivated the ball with an electric flow. The boy's weapon was already worn out. Monica was ready with a new one, but hesitated, haunted by guilt. Recalling their balcony talk, her resolve hardened. The long-haired thug unleashed his ultimate power, a lightning army and a hulking electric sword that could turn transparent. He could alter its hardness and shape with a thought. Outmatched, the boy was easily defeated, but Monica refused to give up. With a pancake wind pressure attack, she staggered the thug, but he grew more aggressive. Summoning a lightning storm, he downed the boy again. Monica and Ella escaped, finding the workshop crew tied up. Monica distracted an outside guard while Ella slipped in, using Monica's special forged scissors to break the locks. A thug grabbed Ella from behind, but Monica softened a copper coin into a trap, freeing her. Together, they subdued the thugs. Monica told her father's workshop crew, "I have to make a sword for him." Her father agreed instantly. They all worked together to forge the sword's base. Monica's heart was conflicted, but she lifted the hammer and began forging. Each strike fueled her belief. Finally, a blue glowing sword was complete. As it reached the boy, he stood again, as if life returned to him. The long-haired thug, shocked, yelled, "Are you insane? Do you want to die eating another fruit?" But he forcibly shoved a new skill fruit into the boy's mouth. Shockingly, the boy survived. Ella's appraisal confirmed. He's gained the torch eye skill. Now he can ignite anything. The thug grew even more confused. Calmly, the boy said, "Now watch how I break your lightning." In the final attack, he sliced through the lightning strike, both going all out. In the end, the boy won. After the victory, the new sword broke. He thought Monica would be upset, but she smiled and said, "Next time, I'll make you an even better one." Just then, the thug supporters arrived for revenge, but the security chief swooped in and arrested them all. In Lake City, Reina first asked locals about Tina. Everyone froze at her name and clammed up. Suspicious, Reina felt someone following her. When she chased them, the man vanished, only to reappear behind her, using a vine spell to restrain her. She broke free instantly. As an intense fight loomed, another voice interrupted. It was the Investigation Bureau chief, Flower Hat. She'd been stealthily hunting Tina too. Reina requested, "Take me with you. I'll uncover the truth no matter what." Flower Hat agreed, but on her terms. "Everything happens my way." The trio went to an underground tavern. After a secret password, an informant revealed Tina was once a noble family's daughter. When she gained necro skills at age 6, her father disowned her. The town shunned her after that. Only the Saintess stood by her. Now, Tina was in the city, set to perform at the Elf Dance Festival. This ritual, an ancient purification dance, brought peace after monster invasions. Each year, a noble girl danced, and this time, it was Tina. When the team reached the theater, guards blocked them. Flower Hat flashed a pre-arranged dance costume, granting entry. On stage, Reina spotted Tina. Initially confused, Tina was quickly bound by the Red Vine Mage. Flower Hat demanded, "Tell me, where's that evil dragon now?" Tina replied, "Since that moment, I can't control it. It's beyond me." Flower Hat decided Tina must go to the Sacred Land, where magic tracing could locate the dragon. Tina pleaded, "Just give me 2 days. Take me after the festival." But Flower Hat coldly refused. Reina realized Flower Hat's ruthlessness was acceptable in the name of justice. Instead of overthinking, Reina attacked and fled with Tina. Flower Hat didn't panic, knowing Tina wouldn't leave before the festival. That night, she released enchanted birds to search. Soon, they returned, trembling. She pulled a flower from her hat, and it withered instantly. A bad omen. Reina noticed black smoke leaking around the elf stone by the lake, seeping into it. She and Tina decided to seek the Saintess's help, but when they met a pink-haired girl, Reina cut straight to it. "What's your connection to the Saintess? Why'd you attack my friend?" Pink Hair was shocked, as if Reina had rescued her just to dig for answers. Reina clarified, "I don't think you're evil. I just want the truth." They entered a crowded street, their festival attire catching kids' attention, though adults shooed them away. Pink Hair was used to it. Then a man ran up, shouting, "Everyone, run!" An explosion followed, and monsters appeared. Reina slashed one down instantly. Pink Hair stood stunned. "How's this possible? Monsters can't come with the elf stone here." A little girl fell as a monster approached. Pink Hair activated her skill, hurling a dead body at it, buying time. Then they saw something odd, a monster attacking another monster. As the public reached safety, the small monster lost, and Reina destroyed the bigger one. But another charged. Pink Hair unleashed a deadly fusion spell, combining dead monsters into an aerial weapon that slammed the enemy. Irritated by Reina's reckless helping, Pink Hair snapped, "You're putting yourself in danger doing this." Reina calmly replied, "I have to help people, no matter what." A massive black cloud formed in the sky, birthing a gigantic monster. As the public panicked, the red-haired vine user arrived just in time, shredding the beast with vines. Flower Hat ordered everyone to a temple hideout where barrier magic could stop monsters. She allied with Reina. "Our fight was separate, but now we share an enemy." The black smoke grew toward the lake, targeting the elf stone. Flower Hat theorized, "Someone opened a battle aura portal. Maybe they reverse-engineered the elf stone to attract monsters. We have to destroy it." Pink Hair raged, "The elf stone is this land's sacred symbol. Destroy it, and my dance and dreams become meaningless." A mysterious white-haired enemy interrupted. Summoning a huge monster, he attacked. Reina charged both the monster and the enemy, but the white hair was an illusion. He declared, "I am the Apostle of Vengeance. My mission is to wipe out inferior races and reclaim this land." He summoned more monsters and launched an assault. The boat shook, and Pink Hair fell into the water. She escaped on her flying deer mount. The water battlefield left everyone passive. Reina created crystal platforms on the water. Spotting the monster's face, she gasped, "It looks like the Elf King." She clashed with the white hair, but Flower Hat exploded the portal, disrupting everything. The white hair stood stunned. Flower Hat said, "I've read the 48 forbidden scrolls hidden beneath the sacred text." She pushed Reina. "Break the elf stone, or it's all over." Reina hesitated, thinking, if only he were here, the boy. Maybe Stuart might have a third way. The situation grew critical. Reina finally shattered the elf stone. The black mist screamed. But then, a twist. Everyone thought it was over. But the white hair was just buying time. Suddenly, the lake began absorbing ocean water, and from it rose the water god dragon, source deity. The dragon sprayed dragon breath at Pink Hair. The attack was blocked, but collateral damage razed part of the city. Pink Hair, shocked, shocked, muttered, "So powerful. What can I do?" Reina grabbed her hand. "We fight together. Just buy me 5 seconds." Pink hair agreed, fusing monster corpses into a kraken, a giant tentacle beast. The kraken bound the dragon, and Reina dashed at high speed, targeting its weak spot, the neck. She slashed the neck with her sword, but it wasn't enough. The dragon's acidic aura dissolved the kraken. The white hair mocked, "Is this all you've got?" Then she fused with the dragon. Flower Hat activated Scholar's Eye, saying, "This is a body fusion skill. Unless you defeat her, the dragon's unstoppable." But she realized the problem wasn't just the fusion. She thought, if white hair's in the dragon's body, how did the other monsters and Elfstone corruption happen? The white hair attacked, but Flower Hat broke the blast with a forbidden counterspell. The battle was heating up. With the red-haired vine user's help, Flower Hat survived, but the battlefield split. All hope rested on Reina and Pink Hair. The white hair unleashed a direct magic barrage on the town. Reina tried absorbing it with her high magic resistance. Stopping it was tough, but she proved, "I'm not weak. I'm not the girl who couldn't lift a dragon's scale anymore." She gained confidence. Charging against the dragon's breath, she opened her eyes to see a unicorn fallen before her. A strange flashback hit. A girl who looked like her, kneeling before the Elf King, with a unicorn too. In the next scene, the Elf King battled monsters. Back in the present, Reina's slash severed the dragon's arm. The white hair, shocked. "What? You've grown wings too?" Reina flashed before her, cutting off the other arm. Her power clearly surpassed a sword saint's. The white hair realized she was wasting time. Her goal was to destroy the town. She fired another attack, but Reina sliced through the magic wave with her blade. As the white hair prepared to fire again, Reina landed on the dragon. She began purifying its black aura. The dragon weakened. Furious, the white hair screamed, "How could I lose to this girl?" But accepting defeat, she escaped. Reina collapsed, exhausted. Pink hair supported her as Flower Hat enveloped them in a bubble for instant healing. Reina said, "Thanks. You endured all this because of me." Pink hair smiled quietly. "I'll always be with you." The city was saved, but the white hair dropped an amulet with reverse skills. Flower Hat read it. This amulet had an effect to reverse the elf stone, turning defense into attraction. She asked Reina, "Where do you get those wings and sword power?" Reina guessed, "Maybe the unicorn gave them to me." A glowing projection appeared, the Elf King's final echo. He said, "Not me, it was the unicorn's blessing. Long ago, we fought monsters, and the unicorn gave all its power to save nature. Now, before the unicorn dissipated, he wanted one last elf dance performed for it." Pink hair agreed without hesitation. As Reina went to cheer, Pink hair grabbed her hand. "Dance with me." The townsfolk watched and spontaneously began playing music. Their attitude toward Pink hair shifted. The dance ended, and the elf stone vanished into light. The Elf King's echo faded, entrusting the unicorn's soul to Reina. Then she collapsed. The next morning, Reina woke. Flower Hat explained, "You were using the unicorn's divine power. That's why you fainted." A villager approached. "We're grateful to you. The Saintess only gave us weapons. You saved us." Hearing this, Flower Hat was stunned. She thought, weapons arrived the next day? Did the Saintess know the elf stone would be destroyed? She declared, "The Saintess's power isn't appraisal, it's future sight." She never identified anyone. She saw their futures. She concluded, this was all planned, sending Reina and Pink hair to the same place, 2 dragons. It was all the Saintess's calculated move. Pink hair tried to defend. "The Saintess never harmed me." Flower Hat grew stern. "Stop being blind. How long will you let her control you?" She told them, "Come with me. We'll uncover the truth together." Reina agreed. "I want my independence. I won't be a puppet in someone's future vision." Pink hair nodded too. Cut to. The boy's ultimate weapon was finally forged, perfectly compatible with his flame skills. As he said goodbye to everyone, Monica joined him. She said, "I want to see what you do with this sword. Maybe I can make you an even better one." He laughed. "Deal. I needed a companion like you." And the two set off on a new adventure. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.